I am vice principal. People should look, I am vice principal, isn't it? Yesterday I was the headmaster, so I was smiling. Today I was appointed as a vice principal, VP. So tomorrow morning I am coming to the office. Are you expecting to gain respect and liking of everybody? In case you come this way, tomorrow you are more humbler. Hi, how are you? Very good morning. How's everything? Then you think this guy yesterday never asked me so. Today he is more humble. So be more humbler when you go higher. So keep smiling, be approachable, be helpful, be humble, smiling, approachable. Don't be so nobody will like you. Sorry. What do you mean by an effective teacher? Those who attend an interview with me don't answer. An effective teacher, what do you mean by that? An effective teacher. Okay, no problem. In your own word, don't take my words.
Just the other day, one of my students, he read out a quotation to me. I'm going to repeat that. An effective teacher is one who knows the way, who shows the way, and goes that way along with her students.
Great. A good point. He knows the way and shows and goes along. So he's a leader from the front, isn't it? He's a role model. He's a role model. Very important. An effective teacher, this is very correct. But if you have an elephant, you can look the elephant from 5 sides or 6 sides, isn't it? From side, back, front, this side, top and down. So let's look this elephant from other side. Effective teacher, according to you.
Be good talk.
You can talk well.
Yes.
Okay. Hitler was a good orator. Adolf Hitler was a very good talkative person.
Good talk. Effective talk.
Adolf Hitler, he was so effective talkative, again effective communicator that he changed the mind of the people and he convinced them that you should kill Jews. He's an effective teacher. He's an effective teacher. He convinced the people that you should kill Jews. They killed millions because he was a strong, effective communicator. Who is an effective teacher? Effective teacher.
A teacher who can communicate the subject to the children effectively.
So in other words, you know the subject. You know the subject, number one. Number two, you know how to transfer your subject to the students. If you do that, you are an effective teacher. This is a part of being effective. Yes, agree. It's part of being effectiveness that you should know how to communicate your knowledge.
I think effective teacher is the one who comes to the level of the student and teach them. Like if I'm teaching in the class, I should think that when I was in grade 8, what problems I had, how I can solve their problems. Second thing, we should motivate and mold them accordingly.
Right. Exactly. She is talking about empathetic. Being empathetic. Not sympathetic. Empathetic. Putting yourself into their shoes. That's it. Agreed. Who else knows who's an effective teacher? Who's an effective teacher?
Teacher is that who can understand all the students.
Who understand all the students in the way?
Then a characteristic.
So you learn the psychology and learn the students and correct. Okay, what else? The effective teacher who can communicate the subject. Okay.
Who shows a good way. Who shows a good way.
Show a good way. Be a role model. Who is an effective teacher? Understand the problems of the child and try to solve it. Who is an effective teacher?
Effective teacher is the one who can motivate the child and can create interest in something.
Create interest you have something to say. It's too long way to work.
Who should be the effective link between the subject and the student?
Okay. You should form it, in other words, you should market your subject.
Make the subject easier to
Simplify. Again, it's marketing. Simplifying is marketing. You should explain the student why you should learn this. Why this is important for you. Make this interesting to the student. Marketing your subject. Yes? What do you mean is really correct. Okay. Anybody have any other words?
Those were having three codings, ethos, pathos, and others.
Ethics.
Ethos, ethics,
Can you simplify it?
and then
Don't be an android.
he should be an ethics, and he should have that patience, pathos towards the student, and he should have some logic also whenever he asks.
Okay. Always use simpler words. Simpler words available in the market. Please. Yes.
Sir, an average teacher explains, a good teacher demonstrates, a best teacher inspires.
Inspires. Yes. Inspires. Inspires the student too. Somebody told me that if you are a teacher, you should know how to transfer your subject. You are correct. But if you, in interesting way, that's again correct. But if you only know that, how to transfer your subject to the student, there is a problem. Which we will discuss a little bit later. An effective teacher, an effective teaching is nothing but you create a circumstance. You create a circumstance that facilitates a significant learning. You create an ambience. In other words, to more simplify it, a teacher is a facilitator of learning. Who is learning? You or the student? Can you teach a student? Can you teach a student? He will not learn. A student can only learn. You cannot teach him. Okay, you are a good teacher, but the student is not motivated to learn. Will he learn? So you cannot teach. Only what you can do is to facilitate him to learn. He is learning, not you. You cannot teach him. The facilitation includes effective communication. The facilitation includes motivation, inspiration, role modeling. All this part of facilitation. Having good knowledge, to simplify the subject, to transfer it in a big way, be a role model, be respectful, create a good environment, make it attractive. All is part of what? Facilitation of learning. Facilitate the learning. You are not teaching them. None of us can teach anybody anything until and unless you create a circumstance for him to learn significantly, and he learns. If he learns, then you can be called as a teacher. Basically, a teacher is a facilitator. Agree? How many of you agree? Raise your hands. How many of you agree? Raise your hands. Half of you agree, half of you don't agree. Why? Teacher is not a facilitator? Who said so? Who has another opinion? So what we going to discuss now is few characters of an effective teacher. Another few characters. Already, actually, I finished my lecture because I got those points from you, isn't it? I just will be repeating now. I already got that points from you. I will be just repeating it. One is, he should be with positive attitude. Positive attitude. Hopeful. We often say to our students, you are hopeless. Your case is hopeless. Nothing can be done in your case. Be hopeful. You will be good. A hopeful person. Be positive. A confident, yes. In your whole life, at every point, you should have, yes, we can. Yes, I can. Yes, we can. That confidence. If you think that you can, you can. If you are doubtful, that can I? If you are doubtful that can I? You can't. You can't. You can't. Optimistic. Optimistic. When you take any decision in your life, any decision in your life, you have two choices, isn't it? Choose the positive one, choose the negative one. Always it's 50-50. If you choose this, 50, there is a chance of winning. If you choose the other 50, okay, another question. What about this class? How much water it has? Only half? Only half? Half empty? Half empty, isn't it? Half full. Alright. So it's a common, very common example. Very common example. Very common example. So here actually you have two choices. If you choose that, there is only half. Only half that, only half is full. So that half is empty. That's your choice, one of the choices. If you choose that, you will say, no, this is not good because, why is it not good? Because half is empty, so not good, take it away. If you take it the other way, half is full. Half is full. So yes, this glass has water. You think about a fish. You think about a fish. This fish is living in this glass. This glass, this one. If a fish, for him this half water is very nice, it's life. So this fish will never say, no, only half water is there, so it's circulating. Fish will suicide or not? Fish will not. For fish this is a life, isn't it? So fish takes it positively. So you have two ways to take it. Which one you will take? The aspect of life which you are missing, or the aspect of life which you are having? Which one you will take? So in your life, don't look at the points which you don't have. Look at the points which you have. You look around. When you look at the child, you look at the point which that child is strong in. You look at the point what child is strong in. When you look at in your life, look at what you have. When you look there, you see a blind man. Say, thank God. Why thank God? I have two eyes. When you look down, you see a handicapped man struggling to walk. Say, thank God, alhamdulillah. Why? You have two legs and two hands, alhamdulillah. Isn't it? When you look behind, there is an orphan who is begging. We are alive. Our children are not orphan, isn't it? Alhamdulillah, thank God. Thank God. So in life, you have thousands of things to say thank you. Thousands of things to say alhamdulillah. But often, humans are, to a great extent, they are ungrateful to the people and to the Creator. They always look at which part of life? The other half of life. What they look at is what they don't have. Ungrateful people. They are not good people. They are not successful. They are not inspired. They are not admirable. So look at your life at positive side. Your child will be inspired by you. Every time look in child what is positive in him, not what he doesn't have. I'm motivated. The second example, very important. In half an hour this talk will finish, then we will go for a break. This talk will finish in a half an hour. Let's take an example. All of you please pay attention. Very important point I'm talking about. It's very, very, very important point. Let's take an example. Let's call a fish. And let's take the exam of that fish. Okay, your exam will be today. Come here. You need to climb that tree. You need to climb that tree. What fish will think? Climb the tree? Me? I failed. The fish failed. Even before attempting the exam, fish failed. Why? Because you don't know how to climb the tree. I failed an exam, I will commit suicide today. Fish will commit suicide today. Last week, neighboring to my house, around 200 meters to my house, there was a lady, 16-year-old, to a very poor family. Her father cannot speak, cannot hear. Mother go on daily wages and grows 3 other children. This young lady was very enthusiastic towards learning and becoming something and supporting her mother to grow the family. But the nearest school to us, they were looking for 100% grade or 100% passing grade in their school so that the school's prestige can increase. The school principal and school teachers can come in the photo of the newspaper. They can enjoy, they can be proud, they can be proud. They wanted to have that. So what they did is, they failed almost 80 students in the 9th standard. 80 students. Only the students who got excellent grades were passed them. So that they can pass the 10th and our school is great. We have 100%. Pay us more fees. Pay us more fees. Why? Because we are an excellent school. We have academic excellence. Is that academic excellence? Is that you mean for education? If you, the good students will study, he will do it his own, he doesn't need you. You are actually spoiling him. If you don't have, he will study very much better. Isn't it? Because he's more creative. Your aim is to support each and every student. What she did is, she again 9th standard, again she attended 9th standard. Then again, they failed her. They failed her second time. She came home, called mother. Mother, I failed. Mother was great. She was at work. She said, daughter, I will come home, don't worry. Tomorrow I will join to another school. The child. When the mother came back from the work, the 16-year-old daughter, she committed suicide. She committed suicide. Who is responsible? What 100% winning percentage you are looking at? The eldest daughter. The father. He cannot talk. He cannot listen. He was sitting in the corridor of the house when that daughter was suicidal. So again, I'm telling you, if you ask that fish to climb the wall, the fish cannot. Now, you catch a monkey. You catch a monkey. Then ask the monkey, you swim in the sea. You swim in the sea. Monkey is over smart, isn't it? What monkey will do? He will jump. What will happen? He will die. Monkey didn't commit suicide, isn't it? But monkey also died. So monkey died because it doesn't know how to swim. The fish died because this fish doesn't know how to climb the tree. Both thought that they were stupids in their life. Who made them feel they were stupids? Who made them feel they were stupids? We better be educators, isn't it? They were not stupids. You take this fish. Ask the fish to swim in the sea. The fish will show you how to swim, what is his abilities. The fish will show. Fish is smart. Fish is excellent. Fish knows fish is extraordinarily smart, but in a different area. You ask this monkey to climb the tree. Monkey will show you how to jump from one tree to another tree, isn't it? So what I mean to say is, every child has a special potential. Every child in you, they have a special potential. They are different. They are different. Entirely different. You cannot take a scale and measure every child with some scale, same scale. No. But if a child has born to this world, that child has a potential, a great potential. Your role is to identify that. If child is not scoring well in exam, don't problem. But keep observing that child. Look at the child where he is strong. Find out it, nurture it, develop it, encourage him, motivate him, build him. Give the best person out of him. That's your role. That's your role. So again, I repeat, a failure, a subject failure, scoring less marks, that means that child is not a stupid. It's a very nice. But your role is to observe and find out the best pearl inside that child. I already asked the children to look for their pearl inside themselves. And also it's your role to look for. It's also the parents' role. We will also communicate with parents also. One day we will call their parents. We'll communicate with them. So it's a triangle, student, you and parents. It's a triangle who works coordinatively. Who works coordinatively to bring the best person out of a child. It's your role, it's his role and it's his parents' role. So I talk to them in the morning. I'm talking to you in the evening. Another day we will talk to parents as well.